So this article was focused deeply on Froll's DeepSense artificial intelligence system that helps put together reports about potential people to hire in businesses. It talks of companies using the software and how each company is interpreting the results they get and using the answers to help try and weed out bias that can come from doing interviews, and also to lighten the workload on the people who have to go through every application in the HR department. The AI uses available social data that then uses sentiment analysis and distills its finding into behavioral traits and personality. All of these things put together helps it to make behavioral predictions and a small personality assessment. When I first looked at this article, I kind of looked at it like it wasn't really credible, but I wasn't 100% sure. While it had a couple sources cited and it was in depth and long, it comes from a website that I'd never heard of, and the author is also unknown to me, and it has quite a bit of advertisements and sponsored content, which is kind of a red flag. The type of source it's an online technology news and media network, so it's just an article that came from a random network online. It was published roughly 9 months ago in January of this year. I would say that's probably a little bit outdated. Artificial intelligence has evolved and grown this year, so I'm sure there's new findings, more studies on it that are probably a little more credible now. While the article is relevant to us since we are looking into artificial intelligence and researching if it is flawed or credible, this article would probably just be a stepping stone to show how it can be flawed and biased, so that we can later show the implications that can come from facial recognition. I don't know if this one would 100% be good for us to use. The article has a couple cited sources in it, one being from an old Microsoft employee and the other being from the CEO of Ideal, which is another artificial intelligence agency that processes information differently than DeepSense. The article did have quite a bit of facts that are backed up with explanations, but not actual factual evidence coming from like scientists. It was just kind of stuff she saw, inferenced, and put together. This website is a tech website, however, that publishes articles about new and upcoming technology. The writer's aim was to simply report about whether or not AI was going to ease recruiting, which she does do. One site talked about the website being left-center biased, but highly factual due to proper sourcing. I didn't see this in my view of it. The article was large and the article reporter had a large social media presence, but she's known for covering internet culture and video games. So in all, I think this is an appropriate report. The article is well written and has a lot of details, but it's lacking proper sources, lacking a lot of backup information from like actual science. And it's written by an online reporter who has no credentials, and it's slightly out of date now.